So I finally got the first 4 Witch of Mercury kits, and I decided to start at the beginning with the Lfrith. I think it's the Lfrith. I like the name, and I like the design. Very, very cool. The hot pink, man, hot pink just, it works with the white. It really does. This really cool backpack, and if you take these little arms and you unpeg them, you get yourself a baby double Zeta backpack. Like, it really does look like it. Just a little hollow. You could stick some missile pods, and you're good to go. God, it looks really unique, and the construction was pretty fun. No polycaps. That's something they really seem to be trying to get away from. Maybe polycaps degrade. I've got kits that are close to 30 years, and I haven't had anything happen like that. But it doesn't mean it won't. And maybe it's just easier, cheaper, because you don't have to throw in a polycap. It's all plastic, baby. And I can't not talk about this beautiful chest piece. You get 2 alternate ones. You got the one that is has the pre-applied tampo, which is a nice looking design, and then you also get one which is just the smoky gray plastic, but you have a sticker you put in. Now you can put the I guess we'll call it activated mode, but they give you 2 pieces of stickers. Because this one is completely black, so the unactivated mode. And I just like the I like the design, so I put it on both. But you have options, and I'm down with that. And posability on this guy, pretty decent. Or would it be a girl? Huh. For what we know about the aerial, maybe. But it's got the good posability. Weird neck joint. Not a fan of this neck joint, the way it pegs into the back of the body. It's a little odd. It sometimes gets snagged in the chest, I find. I can work around it. The torso piece here, that's pretty nice. You got some good forward. And no skirts, which means you got some good free roaming legs. I like the thrusters and the knees and the back of the thighs. Good joint in the knee. The ankles are weird. I don't know what happened here. It like clicks in when you push it into the ankle, the foot into the ankle itself, but when you bend back, it just comes off really easily. It doesn't like, you don't feel anything. It reaches a certain point and it just comes off. It doesn't like resist the urge to come off. It just does. And that's a little annoying, but just means don't put the ankle too far back. And I've never been a fan, personally, of having the heels and the toes separate. I know they got that from IBO kits, and it just annoys me. Not a big fan of that. I like it to be connected. But you don't really need the heel. You can totally get the pose with the foot. You don't need a heel to be healing. And I really like this. I assume there's going to be other kits with other feet pieces, but that's kind of neat how it just slides into the groove. So the base body, great. Head sculpt, great. It is unique. I like it. Doesn't really scream Gundam until you get the V-fin on, but then the head construction was pretty unique too. It's a great kit, and it does have some unique weaponry. Let's look at the most unique one is the shield. A very nice plank. It's a good plank for shielding. You could probably use it to impale people if you really wanted to. And it tabs onto either arm. So yeah, that's cool. And then you get this weird-ass looking beam rifle. Although I think in this form it's just a beam saber. I'd have to watch the prologue. But you can just move these parts. I only move the top part. I guess you can move the bottom one, but I just find it's easier to do that. And now you got a cool beam saber gun. That's pretty good just by itself, and it does have some storage. Right there, and that kind of looks like a thruster. So that's neat, and of course these are beam sabers. The connection point, it's a swivel, but it is actually a ball joint. So if you pull it out a little bit, you got some angling going on. And beam saber handles, it says on the instructions you got a little baby ass tab right there, and I think it's supposed to go facing back. I don't know. I never get it. Like, it doesn't feel like it like sits anywhere. It doesn't fall out. At least it hasn't yet. I suppose if you push far enough it will, but I think just having it in a pose, you're going to be fine, really. But of course, the shield is made up of, I believe they're called gun bits. They're funnels, basically. But you got the shield configuration, and then once you pull everything apart, that's not supposed to come apart. But now you've got funnels. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with a stand. That would be cool, like a little base to have all these firing out. But you do have them, and that's cool. And the other cool thing is you can store them on the body, on the backpack. So it's nice to have storage for your remote weaponry. And it kind of looks like it was meant to be there. Oh, and I should mention this thing. That shield connector is still on the arm, because if you want to have it on the in store mode, you can't use that connector. So you have a peg that goes onto the back skirt. It has a back skirt already, but now it has a little thicker back skirt. So you can leave that on the arm, or take it off and hope for the best. So I'm going to leave it on the arm. And then you got these weird looking, funky, curled bits, which I believe go up like that. These can also rotate. I wonder if these could fire over the shoulder. I mean, the emitter, I assume, is that right there, so possibly they could do it. I don't think it did it in the show. And then you got this one, which, for as far as I know, these two don't actually peg onto the body unless you use the gun. I kind of wish they would have done that, but they don't. That I know of. So you gotta get rid of the effect part. The long piece goes in the front, and the little piece goes in the bum, and then you got a beam rifle now. And then, of course, that storage. It does mean they are all in the backpack now. It's just I have the beam rifle there too. So it's unique. I also wish you could peg that there. It doesn't really matter. I am very happy with this thing. Oh, and I want to mention, it does have 4 little stickers I wish they could have left out right here. These neon pink ones on the kind of knee pads. They're hinged. And you can bend them down so they look a little better when the knee is bent. I like that. That's also cool. But they should have left off those stickers, because you can't tell me these aren't designed before they make the show. Like, or at least along with them, they're designing the show and they're designing the models, because that's what this is for, right? Mostly model kits. Why would you ever design the kit to need the stickers? You don't need to do that. You could have easily modified that, have like maybe a part underneath, or just have this all pink. It didn't have to have the stickers. Just saying, just a little nitpick. But that aside, this is a great first kit, and I'm very excited for the others, especially the aerial. I'm assuming a lot like this, but it is a little more Gundam-ish. This is more, I say, Victory Victory Hexa.